recruit
All
these high
right,
school
time
players
to
have
get a
not
deep
fully
dive on the
committed
first
yet.
look
Now
at
you
the
see we have
transfer
600
portal.
hours.
Here we
That is
go.
for 2 reasons. We become a better program, so we have more resources available. And also, it's the off season, so you're not scheduling games or anything. But now if we look at the transfer portal, same thing. We have a recommended tab. And the thing with transfer portal is these players have their star rating adjusted, so the rating is now directly tied to their overall. So like a 4-star is going to be pretty dang good. We're number 3 on this corner's board, so I might as well take a chance. He's only caring about play style. Not often you get 4 stars in the transfer portal, you know, especially at my level. So I'll take what I can get. I will say the transfer portal does move pretty quickly, so you don't have time to like really cast a wide net. You need to be selective right away if you want these players.
Okay, so
I'm
that's
sure people are curious, why have I not looked at 2 and 1 stars yet? So I'll take a look at a couple of them here. There's only one 5-star prospect in the transfer portal, Jaden Ott. He's from Cal, actually, so he definitely wants to play for a good coach. We need at least a B- coach prestige there.
But yeah, it's cool to see and make sure that they have that distinction between like regular, you know what I'm saying, regular scouting and then actual transfer portal stuff. That's crazy.
Let's not mess around. Get him that early visit. We see his deal breaker is playing style, so let's just throw that right away. Knowing that right off the bat is going to be massive for us. We're just going to have him attend practice. Only about 11 players from the transfer portal that I'm potentially going for. I really want to scout these lower level ones so I can have a better idea of which one's to target. 93 strength. I think that guy's actually pretty solid, especially for a 2-star. I mean, his overall is probably lower, but he should be pretty easy to get. I'll offer him a scholarship. Workhorse, downhill. Those are very good abilities. Be sending quite a bit at this guy. Javius Bond. So we could pair this with the power back. I'm going to go all in on this guy too, because I feel like utilizing the transfer portal could be big time. You're noticing a lot of these transfers are not like busts and gyms, though. I think their overalls are usually more set in stone.
This is definitely where I think a lot of the big action is going to get done for your dynasty. If you really want to start upgrades,
I don't see a
you're going to have
doing this.
to make like
Coach
Coach Braun.
First balance, armbar are all abilities that I love to see in power backs. Oh, but we're making big gains on this 4-star corner. In these like final couple weeks, I also just start to load up the board with guys that are highly interested in my team. Like these tight ends have no offers at all, so we might be able to sneak in and steal them right at the end of the year. He's a gym blocking one. Vernon Vincent, you're going to get some fat offers here at the end of the year. Another 3-star right guard coming in. Another 3-star center. We got a transfer portal running back. Oh, but Hardaway, we did not end up getting him.
This boy's cooking over here. This is that early release stuff. It ain't going to be like this when you do it, dog.
Javius Bond looks like a very
watch out.
Good players. Now at National Signing Day, this is what you got. This is your recruiting class. Everyone hard commits somewhere. Now that we're fully through the season, all right, we jumped up all the way to the 40th ranked class. 14 total prospects committed. Like I told you, around 15 is my usual number. We got 1 5-star, 4 4-stars, and 9 3-stars. Nothing below that. So I probably could have gotten more depth if I added way more 2 and 1-stars to my board at the end. But I'm totally fine with like getting higher quality players here in year 1, and then you fill out the depth as you go. But I just want to show you that it is possible to get 5 and 4 stars even at a 1-star school. You just have to be locked in and know what to do. Jaden Ott went to Oregon, it looks like. So that's a big swing for them. And now we're at position changes. So when we have some athletes, we can really switch them around here. And the way you do it is you sort by athlete. Here we only have one of them. His tendency is agile, so I'm assuming he's an offensive lineman. But it says he can also play defensive line. So he has 90 strength, 78
This is
speed,
fire. And I think you can just do this manually in NCAA 14 if I'm not mistaken. Just change people's positions whenever you felt like it.
84, finesse moves 79.
But, you
so
know,
yes, he is a better defensive player. And this will tell you he's going to be number 1 at the right end position, and we only have 2 players on roster right there, so we definitely need some help. So we'll put him over there. So Logan is going to be our day 1 starter at quarterback. We can't look at his player card yet until after position changes, but we know he's a 78 overall now, which is very high. Oh, we did end up getting Khalifa Keith. I know he had the playing time deal breaker, but he still comes here. That's pretty cool. And we also got Javius Bond, who is a better player at 79.
Javius Bond?
We got him too. And Julius Otis is 69 overall. Nice. And now we actually have a fullback on roster. Ooh, Dennis Moeller is pretty good. 74 overall. He's definitely going to be playing right away. He's way more talented than most guys on this roster. How about these freshmen I added at the last second? they're kind of forgettable at 66 and 65. And the center I got is pretty solid, 74 overall. I can't wait to see what their development traits are. We'll see that here in a moment. Jeremiah Burgess is 71 overall, so honestly a pretty good freshman. And it seems like we needed a ton of help at that position. You see, I pretty much ignored the defensive side of the ball. So if I continue this rebuild, I would focus on that in the future. Tony Francisco, 75 overall. He was a 4-star, so that's big for us. That
Key and Peele.
Caleb Bloom,
Key and Peele names, dog. Do some Key and Peele names.
That's all the position changes I really want to do at this moment. You see, at the end of the season, we get a massive boost in our head coach because we signed a recruiting class, got all those players in, and now we got some training results for players too. It looks like some players did not upgrade in their overall and other players did. Now, I wish I could have seen what their overall was before they went up, because otherwise I really have no idea. We don't have any of our transfer portal players in this training results, so they were not able to train with us, I suppose. The cutting stage is basically just encouraging players to transfer now. Now we have 92 players on the roster. We need to get down to 85. You can do this as simply as, like, I like to target players who are too low of an overall because they're not going to contribute anyways, especially if they're seniors. But you can't make freshmen that you just got in here to transfer. It is at this stage where you can have your custom conferences change again. You can do it at the beginning of Dynasty as well, but I just didn't focus on it there. I'm going to leave them all the same here, though, but you have a lot of flexibility with that. But now we got a recruiting class in. I think this is when Tactician really starts to get better, so I'm going to purchase this and show you what's in here. So you get direct ratings boost in this tree. You can kind of think about how the offensive and defensive coordinators used to work in NCAA 14. We get immediate boost to throw on the run, change of direction, throw under pressure, break sack, spin, juke, ball carrier vision, short and medium accuracy. So all of these are tremendously valuable, and I want my quarterback to be great from the get-go, so I'm going to go straight to tier 4 here. And I also want to have a strong offensive line, so I'm going to spin all the way in the top in this tier as well. And you can see these are already going to have direct overall boost for our players. So Wisnowski is a 78 overall, but with these tactician boosts, he's boosting up 4 overall points up to 82. And this is stacking with my coordinators as well, so there's just massive boosts. But Wisnowski, he's got the star development tree. That's awesome. And 5-star is just crazy to see at Kennesaw State, but we've done it, and we can see his potential for his throw power is extremely high. So that is cool to see. Man, I love this game because there's so many fun recruits you get all the time, and they're all so different. Like, some players have different skill caps. You'll see here his maximum potential for accuracy is only 9 out of the 10 ticks. So it's still pretty high, but he could have elite arm strength by the end of his career, and his IQ could be pretty high as well. So Logan Wisnowski is going to be a household name here, and he's not going to transfer out because that proximity to home is not going to change. So we got ourselves the quarterback of the future in Logan Wisnowski, and he's coming in with abilities right from the get-go. He's just that talented. Off-platform, sleight of hand, extender, pull down, mobile, dead eye. He should be a quality player. Now you can change his name if you want to.
Look at this dude. Look at this dude posing for Instagram pictures.
Can't change his number, unfortunately. You can change his QB
you
style.
can't change his number?
Edit his gear if you want to.
Okay,
and you can change his physique. So I wish I could change his number, but you can do the height and weight, arm size, that kind of thing.
Yeah, number's kind of like the most important.
But that's because they have such unique, like, AI-driven faces in here, so almost every player is going to look different, which I think is pretty cool to see. Khalifa Keith, he's only impact for his development trait. Oh, but he has some pretty high potential at a lot of things, except for his catching. But quickness, hands, and power, oh my goodness, he could be a beast if you have the right coaching to get him improving. What about Javius Bond? He's got impact development, play styles A, so that could change if we're not careful. Elusiveness could go up. You can see these upgrade multiple things, and they upgrade themselves. You cannot actively upgrade it, but it could reach maximum speed too. Great
as they progress or whatever.
If he improves his attributes a little bit, he could be unlocking more.
This is dope. This is fire.
Which would be awesome to see.
All right, QJB now. Just, go ahead and making his dude, getting his drip-elated, you know what I'm saying? This is some top-tier stuff to see, dog. Yeah.
Wear the hoodie with the regular jersey style, so you have to have it, like, rolled up. They do have the back plate, and you see how it looks when you don't have your jersey rolled up compared to when you do. You're actually able to see the back plate popping out when you switch up your jersey style. But as we keep on going, you can change your shoulder pad size. We want to go with small. They have the neck pads, the flak jackets, and we already talked about the undershirts. But as you keep on going, then you have your arm accessories. You can pick the gloves that you want to wear out there. And then we're going to go down to the lower body. You can actually have this base layer, and now it looks like you can wear tights. And we can pick the pants that are above the knee. So that's a huge addition here for college football 25. You want to be able to wear those pants that are above the knee. And like I said before, they have those tights as you see. Now, as far as the towel, you can move that around to like 8 different positions, and you see it's not morphing through the t-shirt that I have on, so that's a great thing. I feel like pretty much any position of the towel looks pretty dope. On to the hand warmer. If you want to wear one of those, you can put it in the front or the back, and it looks like it is not going to interfere with the towel or the relaxed t-shirt that I have on, right? So moving on to the knees and the thighs, you can take the pads off now because you know we a tough guy. We ain't got to be wearing them pads, and we feel like it's slowing us down out there on the field. So Indiana, so kind of crazy, dude. I saw all kinds of cities, but ultimately I'm going with Greensboro, North Kakalaki. But then it's time to actually choose the appearance of the player that you are creating. So they start you off with a head template, and you can choose one of these and go through and customize it to your liking. Now I'm gonna fast forward through some of this so we don't spend too much time on just the creation. But you see, you can go through the skin tone, the eye shape, the nose, the ears, the mouth, all of that good stuff to try to get your player to look the way that you want. And as far as the hairstyles, you know I'm gonna come out and rock me some dreads, bruh. Added a little bit of facial hair, and then we are off to the accessories. Of course, you know you want to start off with your helmet. They have the different face masks, visors, mouthpieces. Now, they didn't have the hanging mouthpieces, unfortunately. I know that's something that we wanted on this game. Now, jersey style, you can have the